Hey y'all, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a very unique What's for Dinner. This is in collaboration with my girl Shaunna over at the Dickinson Homestead. She's my friend. So make sure you check out all the information on her down below, the video link and her channel link, and make sure that you tell her I sent you, that you show her some love because she's awesome. This is a 5 ingredient What's for Dinner. Now, any size that you want to add, green beans, corn, salad, anything like that, that's on you. But this is your main course. 5 ingredients or less. And a couple of these that I got on here, we actually ate just that, because that's how easy it came together. So if you're looking for inspiration to save a little money over the holidays, make sure you check out her video and make sure you watch this one all the way through. And I'm going to start out this video with a bacon cheeseburger mac. It tastes just as good as it sounds. Welcome to my Southern Farming Kitchen. Alright y'all, so my utility room is right beside my kitchen. So the washer is on the spin cycle and it's doing its thing. So if I'm loud, just tell me I was loud. Alright, I got about 12 ounces of bacon here. I just cut it first and then I cook it down like that. So I'm going to render this down, take the bacon out, you know what I'm talking about. Take the bacon out, take a little bit of the fat out. And then I actually have about 1.5 pounds of ground beef that I cooked off last night for a couple of different recipes. So I've got that. I'm going to add it and then I'll show you how to put this together. This is bacon cheeseburger macaroni. Y'all. Alright, so I removed the bacon. I'm going to add that 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I got about half of the fat in there, give or take. And I'm just going to take this ground beef and stir it around in that fat until it gets good and hot. Alright, I'm going to add 1 can of petite diced tomatoes, juice and all. And then I'm going to add 1 can of water. Like that. Stir that through really good. Add about 1/2 pound, so half of a 1 pound box. Now all I'm going to do is stir it up really good, make sure all that macaroni is submerged. I am going to put the lid on it, keep an eye on it, and then we're going to put cheese on it, and it is just so good, y'all. It's so good. Alright, so the macaroni is just about done. I mean, it's al dente. It's got a perfect bite to it. I'm going to give it a good stir. And you can see I took the lid off of it for about 5 minutes there, let some of that water evaporate. I don't have enough cheese in one bag, but it's still 1 ingredient because it's just 1 ingredient. If I had 1 full bag of cheese, everything would be fine. Alright, so I'm going to put a little bit in and just stir it around or fold it in there. I've got my heat actually on low. So I'm just going to stir that in there, get it in there like that. Alright, now the other kind, because I like the cheddar on top. I usually use cheddar throughout, but I didn't have a whole bag or a whole block. I don't know. It must be, I don't know. I'm slipping, y'all. Alright, so I'm going to put this right on top. Typically it'd be about 1/2 a bag. That's about what I've got here. It's cheddar and well, it's Colby. It's Colby. A little bit of cheddar in there. Alright, right on top, just like that. Now take that bacon. Might be missing a couple of pieces there, you know, because I might have snagged a couple. No shame in my game. I'm going to put that bacon right on top. I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to let it sit on low till all that cheese melts and gets gloriously beautiful. Probably about 10-15 minutes. And then be ready to eat. I don't know what I'm having for a side. I might not have a side. I might just have a biscuit or something. Told y'all that was good. It's good. Alright, so Bob made a chicken breast. He smoked it on the smoker out there a couple of days ago. So I've got a bunch of turkey breasts left over. So this next recipe is like, I don't know. Let me find the word. Give me a second. I'm human. I don't know, it's like a tribute to Thanksgiving. Since Thanksgiving's coming, it's going to show you what you can do with some of that leftover turkey and dressing. And let's get into that video right now. It is very good. Now, it's so good. Alright, y'all, so if you hear the pitter patter of little feet behind me, there is a whole lot of puppies here wanting a bite of this, and they'll get a bite. Bob took this turkey breast because we got them on sale because it's that time of year, and he took it out there and he smoked it the way Bob does, and oh, it turned out really good, y'all. I'm trying not to say so good too often, but it turned out really good, and I have quite a bit left over. Now, if this was left over from Thanksgiving, you would use like dressing that you already have and, utilize that so that you're not wasting any food. It's not Thanksgiving yet. I don't have any dressing prepared, but I got some of that stovetop stuff. So we're going to use that. So that's 2 of your ingredients right there. So I'm just going to dice this up really good. And remember, you don't have to wait for Thanksgiving to have turkey. I don't know who thought they made that rule up, but give me their number. I want to talk to them. Alright, so I want it to stop right there really quick. You see this? This is where it was laying on that smoker. That is flavor. So if you have a smoker and you want to smoke a turkey breast, don't take that off. It's a little harder to get through, but that's alright. It'll cook down. It'll be soft. Don't get rid of that flavor. It is absolutely amazing. And could I have a dollar knife? Someone hand me a dollar knife. I don't like sharp ones. Alright, y'all. So I got a box of the Great Value cornbread stuffing. And normally, what, I'm making a mess. Normally, I'd use broth, but if I do that, it's going to go over my 5 ingredients. So I'm going to use water. All I'm going to do is add enough water to fluff this up and kind of spread it over the top a little bit. That's it. If you feel like you need 2 boxes, use 2 boxes. It's still just 1 ingredient. Kind of, sort of. Not really. Alright, so I'm just going to add some warm water to it. Give it a stir and start fluffing it up a little bit. That's it. Easy peasy. But if you've got homemade left over, it's even better. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like Thanksgiving. I can't wait. I just can't wait. Alright, so gather your cheese, whatever kind you want to use. I'm using mozzarella. Provolone's good. Swiss is good. I only have actually a couple slices of Swiss, so I'm just going to roll with the mozzarella. I'm going to put just a little bit on top of that chicken. And now, I'm going to put that stuffing right on top and just kind of spread it out really good. Alright, y'all, so right in that same bowl that I made the stuffing in, because why not? Why dirty up a bowl? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to add 1 can of cream of chicken. So that's your 4th ingredient right there. You've got the turkey, the stuffing, the cheese, and now your cream of chicken. And I'm going to add half a can of milk. So there's your 5th one. And that's all you'll need. Unless you want to add some salt and pepper. I'm not going to, because there is salt in the soup, there's salt in the stuffing, and Bob seasoned the bird, there's salt in the cheese. I'm not adding any salt. If anybody wants salt on it when I get it to the table, they can do that. So let's just whisk that all together and get it good and combined. Pepper to the top. I'm going to cover this. I'm going to bake it covered 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. Then I'm going to uncover it and I'm going to cook it for another 10 to 15 minutes. See, Odie's excited. You hear him, right? Alright, y'all, so that's how it comes together. See how good it cuts? It's like the best cutting casserole ever. If you're looking for that perfect square deal. So I just added a little bit of cranberry sauce on the side, and that's it. Now remember, your sides, like I said, probably way too many times. Your sides are on you. That's your freebies, but that's it. Alright, y'all, so that Thanksgiving dish is perfect. Make sure you got it in your arsenal. I'm sure some of you out there have already seen it. Maybe there's some of you that haven't. but it's good. And you can have it with chicken any time of the year. And you can have turkey any time of the year too, as a matter of fact. All right, let's go ahead and roll into the next one. I'm going to do a tribute to pasta carbonara. It is not an authentic pasta carbonara, but it is good. So let's see how I put that together. All right, y'all, so the first thing I'm going to do is render down this bacon, get it crispy to your likeness, and then I'm going to remove it and drain off about half the fat, just depending on how much fat it makes. Just, you know, use your best judgment. It depends on how much you want in it. So let me render this down and get it crispy, and then I'll show you how to make the sauce. I also have a pot going over here. That is for my pasta. Alright, y'all. That is 1 stick of unsalted butter. I make no apologies like I always say. I can't do it. So I'm going to turn my heat down to almost low. And just stir this around until it gets all melty and nutty and just delicious. Alright, y'all, so I'm going to bring my heat back up to about medium, right at medium. I'm going to add some heavy cream. There is absolutely no cream in real carbonara. So, like I said, this is an ode to carbonara. This is not traditional. I don't need any hate mail. There's no feelings. But this is what I'm working with. I'm going to add a little bit more. Oh, oven's ready. Hold on, real life. Turn that down. And I'm just going to keep it on medium, and I'm going to keep whisking it. Don't stop whisking it. Just keep whisking until it just kind of thickens up a little bit. Alright, so it's starting to thicken. You can see as it pulls away from the bottom. If I can get my thingy here. It starts to pull away that way, and it's bubbling. Alright, my pasta is about half cooked. So I'm going to add that in. Sorry, I hit the tripod. Because I'm really cooking. So we're going to put that in there. We'll get rid of the whisk and just start folding it all in together. And you're going to let it sit here and cook for a little bit until it just all comes together and your pasta is as soft as you want it to be. Alright, so I just tasted the sauce and I am going to add salt. What? Yep, I'm adding salt. That bacon is a low sodium bacon and I used unsalted butter. So it needed a kick of salt. So I did add that. But that's a freebie, so we're still doing good. And it's getting incorporated really good now. The noodles are starting to soften really good. And you can serve this with like garlic bread or something like that. You can add parsley if you want to. That's an ingredient, so I didn't buy it for this dish. But you can kick it up however you want to. I'm just showing you the basics and how to do this on a budget. So I'm going to add a little bit of bacon to the top for that crispiness. Just like that. And that's it. Now, like I said before, you can serve this with garlic bread. You can serve it with salad. It's entirely up to you. I typically eat just that. So that works out perfect for me. Bob likes it. Bob's not a huge fan of spaghetti, but he likes that. And it's all about the bacon, y'all. So that's how that comes together. It's really good. And like I said, not a true carbonara, but very good in its own right. So make sure you try it. It's easy on the wallet, and I promise you're going to like it. Now we're going to roll into the next segment, and that is where I'm going to make a creamy, delicious ham and rice soup. So let's get going. Added the ham. I just used country ham, and I'm adding no salt at all to this dish. If they want to salt it, they can salt it. You know as good as I do that country ham is salty. But I used half of an onion. I'm turning my heat down a little bit. I'm just going to cook this down on like maybe 5 minutes. It's not long because it's already cooked. I'm really just trying to heat up the onions and get them a little bit soft. So I added 2 cups of chicken broth and 2 cups of water. And I'm just going to let this come up to a hard simmer. I'm going to turn my heat down. I'm going to add some instant rice, some cream and mushroom, and let it all come together. When that rice is tender, it's all done. It's really good, y'all. I pinky promise. My grandmother got sick many years ago. Story time! The only thing she could hold down for some reason was this soup. I don't know if she created it. I don't know if she got it from somebody. I don't know if it's, you know, centuries old. I have no idea. But I know she ate it. We ate it when she made it because it was good for her stomach. And I'm still eating it today. Alright, y'all. So I'm going to add about a cup of rice. And you know I eyeball it every time. And I use like instant rice for this. It's because it just cooks quicker. Alright, I'm going to add 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. And then just stir it all in together, and when your rice is tender, you're good to go. Alright, y'all, so as soon as that rice is done, it's done, and it's good. I promise. I promise it's good. You're going to have to try it. I've never steered you wrong. I ain't going to start today. Alright, y'all, so I'm going to start with 1 can of peaches, and I'm just going to dice it. I'm going to try to get away with using just 1 can, but if you want to use 2, go right ahead and do that. But this is typically just for us. If I was feeding more people, I'd make it bigger and bolder, but we're just going to roll with 1 can. We're going to try to anyway. But I'm going to take these slices and just dice them up a little bit. Alright, y'all, I think 1 can is going to be enough. I'm going to sprinkle it with brown sugar. Brown sugar is one of your 5 ingredients. So I'm going to sprinkle the peaches with that a little bit. And then I'm melting some butter for the crumble. So I'll put that right on top. Just like that. Now, I've got, right here, I've got 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of, no, 1 cup of all-purpose flour. We're just keeping this real. About half a cup of brown sugar and 1 cup of rolled oats going right in. Now I'm going to grab that butter. I'm going to add just a little bit because I like it crunchy. And I'm going to grab that butter and put it in there, and that's your 5 ingredients. Easy, quick dessert, and full of flavor. Alright, going in with the melted butter. I use salted butter for this dish, but you can use unsalted if you want. So I'm just going to take a fork and break that up and just get it all together till it's like crumbly wet sand. So in the oven, 350 degrees for about 45 to 50 minutes. Now y'all, that piece is mine. Oh, yeah. All right, y'all, so that's going to do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you go down there in that description box and you hit Shaunna's links and you tell her I sent you. Make sure you hit that like button so I know that you like this video. And subscribe if you're new. I'd love to have you stick around. It's going to be a great holiday season. And 2021 can only get better, right, y'all? Take care. And may God bless you. It's like, got the quick... creamy ham. I don't know what I mean. Creamy ham and mushroom. Ham and mushroom. That is not what I'm making. Creamy mushroom and I did it again. Now I'm going to show you how I made a creamy mushroom and ham soup. Not mushroom. Rice. Rice. R-I-C-E. Rice.